another night. So I wound up putting that axle back. That's my spare axle, and I got pretty much the whole front end together. So now we gotta go swap some tires. I can't finish the front end if I can't put the wheel back on, right? so what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna swap this wheel with this wheel here. I mean this tire, this Continental Twin Duro, onto this wheel right here. I know, it's like, why don't I just put that wheel on the bike, right? Because it's already mounted on there. But this one has the rim lock and it's all beat up. This is my, this is my beater wheel, so as you can see. And I absolutely hate this tire. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Just keep it, I guess, for now. I don't really know how many miles are on it too. I got to start marking how many miles I have when I'm going through my tires. I have like so many tires now. So yeah, I just checked the bearings out, and the bearings are good. I think I've had these bearings for 12,000 miles or something like that. So and they're still good. They're nice and smooth, and they don't have any play at all. So yeah. Oh yeah, another reason I want to keep this is it has a speed sensor on it. And it's all beat up though. So sorry, I'm not going to bore you with the tire install video. I'm just going to swap them, and I'll let you know how it goes. Alright, get that tire off. I don't know, it took me like maybe 10-15 minutes to do it. Kind of taking my time. So there's a tire. It's in pretty good shape. I don't know what I'm going to use it for. Probably get in a couple more thousand miles out of that. And the wheel looks okay. Actually, I should probably check for cracks. Yeah, I gotta go check for some cracks. Look at that massive bend there. I can't believe it. I rode the TAD with that the whole way. Anyway, the wheel can take a good amount of punishment, I'll tell you that. It just bends real easy, it's a problem. Yeah, I don't know to whether get a wheel that's more flexy and it bends more easily, but it won't crack as much. Like basically, if you crack a wheel, that wheel is done, so these are less resistant to cracking, so that's why. Sun rim. So far, that's probably hell out of balance though. Alright, so that one's done. I'm going to take that tire off, and then been using these cheap tire irons that I got with my my Tucker, my Rocky Mountain ATV fender bag, and I don't like them. They have these little hooks at the end. It makes it hard to pull out of the wheel. So, but they're okay, I guess. I don't know. I'd probably just use them for like small wheels, like dirt bike wheels and stuff. But it's not a very good tire lever. But the straight end works okay, I guess, if you need to take the wheel off. All right, okay, next one. There it is. I got it off. So this isn't a Continental. It is Continental. Oh, but anyway, this is the infamous TKC80. This is a tire I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about. Yeah, I didn't know this was it. I guess the Twin Duro was the TKC, but yeah, this is actually an adventure bike tire. I don't know what adventure bikes come in 21-inch though. It's a 90-90-21. It's a tubeless tire too. It was quite a bit harder to get off than this Golden Boy, I'll tell you that. I had some trouble getting it off, but I mean it was more difficult than that. So, and that has a rim lock too. So, yeah, it's very stiff. It's a very stiff tire. So I'm expecting good things from this. It must be a good tire. But anyway, yeah, I'm trying to refrain from buying tires because I have so many tires. I really need to burn through some tires. So I have this one. I'm gonna go use it. There's no point in spending money on tires if you got tires. So all right, we'll go put it on the other one. The wheel's in good shape too. The bearings are in good shape. Whoever the previous owner put a bunch of markings on it. Like somewhere they wrote like an arrow and like which way the rotor's on there. Somewhere right here. So this is the left side, and it goes that way, I guess. So I guess this is actually the right side. I think that's wrong, man. Yeah, because the rotor goes on the left side. Yeah, the rotor goes on the left side. So I don't know, man. Some noob. But this one is right. This is left brake, and then the direction of the arrow. Well, like you know, if you know your bike enough. Sorry for the compressor. If you know your bike well enough, you don't need to write that down. All right. So I've kind of got a rare opportunity here. I'm gonna go weigh these two wheels. So this is the Sunrim I bought fairly recently, sort of, kinda, and then that's a stock DR650 wheel. Now this one still has some weights on it. Yeah, this one still has weights on it, and I think this. Yeah, there's no weights on this. I guess I took them all off or something. But this wheel is like heavy, man. Really heavy, dude. Let's just see how heavy it is. Let's see if I can get it on there pretty good. Okay. So the other one doesn't have a rotor also. I figure the rotor probably weighs like maybe 2 pounds, something like that. So if I hold it in place, it's about 11 pounds, 8 ounces, so I don't know, we could probably say like around 11 pounds, because it's got some extra weight on it. So 11 pounds of Sunrim. Now these are they're just both the same size tires, has both the same hubs, both the same spokes too, so. This one I can already tell it's lighter. This wheel is like 8 pounds, 4 ounces. So you could say, I don't know, maybe with the rotor like 9 or 10 ounces. I don't know how much a rotor weighs. I have a rotor right there, but I'd have to take it off. But anyway, 8 pounds, big difference. Big difference in weight. Especially when you pick it up. It's got that much more heft to it, but yeah, it does have a lot more heft. But I think it's the rotor too, the rotor weighs. So I don't know. It's about like, it's like about a pound or two more. So I always wondered how much heavier this one is, and it's a few pounds heavier. So does that make a difference? If you're racing, yeah, it probably makes a difference. But I don't use this for racing. You want the strongest wheel you can get if you're going to go adventure riding, man. All right. I mean, I still don't have a problem, like, you know, doing wheelies over rocks and stuff, so it's okay. All right, HadesOmega out. All right, there we go. Got it on there without much fuss. Actually was a lot easier to install than I thought it would be. I actually got one of the sides on. I got one of the beads on without even using any tools. I just used Windex, so it worked pretty good. And then the bead seated pretty well. Generally, oh, you know what? I think it's the rear. No, it's the front. The front. These the Suzuki ones, the Suzuki wheels, or I forgot what the Suzuki uses. It's that famous brand, that one that everybody likes. I forgot. It's that Japanese brand. I'll put a subtitle below what it is, but those wheels do not seat very easily. Like, you gotta inflate it to like 60 psi constantly and lube the crap out of the bead. This one I lubed the bead. I think it was set already, you know. And I never heard it pop though. You can see here this is bad right here though. How much it bulges out because of that, because of this sticking out like that. Yeah, I really did good number on that one. So now we got to go balance it. It's on there. It's holding air. I didn't pinch the tube. It looks good. It was actually not hard to install at all. I was quite surprised. It was very easy. Yeah, generally the fronts. The only reason the front is harder to do is because it's harder to get your fingers in there and work with them. But actually, I had no problems whatsoever. I guess maybe I've just been doing this enough where like it's super easy. Actually, what I used was this. See that? The Bead Pros, the black tire levers. The Motion Pro Bead Pros right there. Those helped a lot. That's the first time I actually used it to help keep the bead down. I used it as a kind of like a bead buddy, sort of. Of course, I mean, I had the bead bunny too. The bead bunny's right there. But But yeah, this helped me push it down. Usually I use the really big tire lever, and it has a bead pusher on it. It has like that kind of curved section, and then I use that. But I used that one, and that worked pretty good. The only thing is, like, yeah, I mean, if you want like maximum torque, you got to use both of them. You got to use the little raptor claw, and but most of the time you can just use the fork, just jam it in there and lower it. So do it that way. So that that's the first time I used it for that purpose. Usually I just only use that to take the wheels off, you know, and if I need a spare lever. But man, I'm telling you, these are worth every penny, dude. If it's, you know, if you got a tool and you use it, you know, it's worth every penny, you know. So yeah, so we're gonna go balance this, and then I think I'm gonna go clean up. I may it's kind of late to be working on wheels. I may I'll balance it. I will balance it tonight, and I'll pull the rear wheel off. Let's get that ready for tomorrow. Alrighty, looking good. HadesOmega out. I got like less than like a week and a half left now. Yeah, not much time left. So I gotta hurry up. HadesOmega here. I got it balanced. It's okay. I found out it wasn't seated properly, and then I seated it properly, and now it's close. It's close. I kind of see it like go back and forth a little bit. See, when it stops like that and it goes back, that means, you know, like, oh, you still have a heavy spot. But I don't think it's really bad. It's not really bad. It is really close to being balanced, and there's like there was 4 of the Easy 4, so that was like 1 ounce. So yeah, these are 1/4 ounce weights. So and I put 1 ounce back on there after I took these off, and it seemed like it balanced good. And then I was like, oh, lucky guess. And then so yeah, then I went and installed it, and then I found out, oh, this thing isn't seated properly. That's why the whole bar was moving, you know. But if it moves around when the bearings, like on the bearings, you know, that's good. But sometimes it won't if you have really tight bearings. Like if you have brand new bearings, it won't do it. Especially if you packed it with extra grease. So yeah. Hey, check out these weights. These are nice. So these are the ones that I got from I think Lake Hill or Lake something, Lake Hill Motorsports or Lake Hill Motors in Mississippi. They're like they're 1/4 ounce weights, but they're narrow. They're very narrow, so they fit good on a 21 inch. That's one of my gripes about the 21 inch, is that you have to have narrow weights like this. The Harbor Freight weights are like this. They're a little thicker, so, but it's okay. I put them on there. So there it is. Ready to go on. That's 1 down. Now I got to do 1 more. Get the wheel back on. Before I put the caliper back on, I decided I'll take it apart and grease the guide pins. Looks okay. Guide pin looks okay. It's nice and clean, but it's looks like the grease is dried up already. I don't think the boots may be letting some stuff, some crud in, you know. So I'm gonna just go clean up all this mess here. This one looks okay, but you can see, like, it's the guide pins are wearing, so that's no good. But yeah, it looks like the grease is already kind of dried up. I don't know if it's from doing water crossings. It very well may be doing water crossings. But I have to say, I haven't had any problems with these brakes ever since I greased the pins and everything. Probably grease this one again too. You don't really have to do this, but. And the pads look pretty good. Pads look like they've been wearing pretty well, except they're getting kind of low. See that? Not much meat left on them, but I think they're good for another adventure ride for now. I was thinking of maybe I can take the my brake pads, from the other caliper that I got, and just take them with me on the road, just in case, you know. It's pretty easy to take those, so I may do that. Take those other ones. I don't even know what kind of brake pads they are, but because I got another caliper that came with this front end. So yeah. So just gonna clean up all this dirt and old grease, and then I'm going to re-grease the pins and stick them back in, and then that should be good. Should move nice and smooth, and then I guess for the brakes, I'll bleed the brakes. That's what I'm going to do. That's if I can get these open. I don't remember the last time I opened the bleeded brakes. Alright, here's what we got.